Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld episode 377. I have some more things to do in the block museum. First, I should probably find a place for my 1.13 stuff. I'm pretty sure I ran out of space for blocks, so we're going to be heading over to items. Oh, sun's going down. Also means it's going to be time to catch some Z's rather quickly here. But before we do all that, let us sleep. Alrighty, so anything in here? Nope. Alright, I'll do Heart of the Sea, Nautilus Shell, Kelp. It's kind of a block, but I'm keeping it with all these items. And then Seagrass. They render as 2D, plus I have way too many blocks as it is. Heart of the Sea, Nautilus Shell, Kelp, Seagrass. Hello, hi, howdy, welcome to the stream. Is this gonna fit? Hey, it fit. I think that's how you spell it. And then alright, so there's the first sign. Then after this, I think I know where our motion is, so we can go track down some of the coral, because we have a lot of coral we'll need to acquire. Oh, I like my capitals. Not too many though. Alright, cool. 1.13 items are now prepared for the next time I acquire any more in the future, which is always the possibility. So I think I already finished up with everything else, so I'll deal with the coral later. But before we do all that, oh, Tiny Yellow Moon has risen. I'll put away the buckets, then I think it'll be safe to head back. I'll need to remember to move these two swords over to the end. I'll need to move them to the end in preparation for when we go back to the Enderman farm. Get down, in fact, bring the boat. Alright, now we'll catch some Z's, and then we'll head out. We have some more adventuring to do. I'll need to compare my current location with the location I want to be, because I don't know how many chunks have already been loaded up, and I won't know until we get there. I currently do not have MCA selector open. I probably could. Thinking about it, I probably could whip it out. Hello, howdy, welcome to the stream. You know what we're gonna do before we leave? We're gonna be smart about this. We're gonna bring food. I did not bring food last time. And now I will make sure to stockpile on bacon. Alright, there we go. Nice full stack. I think now I'm all set. There should be only a quick trip in the nether, and we'll go from there. Well, it's not much of a quick trip over here though. One of these days I might have faster transportation. Well, such a short distance, is it worth it? Totally makes sense in another though, taking the ice highway. I go zoom. Nope. I'll probably take a quick pause when we're at the top here, get MCA selector ready. That way I know where I'll need to be. I should say I'll know where I've already been. Set that down real fast. Alright, let's see. So, because where I'm trying to go is already has a bunch of ocean generated, and so that's currently the concern. However, let's see. So we're looking at, man, we've already made it to 60,000. Yeah, because 50,000. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I've gotten lucky. That would be nice if that were true. Where is this? Alright, so yeah, this is already looking at 50,000 and like 1,200. That's where we want to be. 50,000. Oh my gosh, the Sky Islands. Those are way back where the Sky Islands are at. Alright, well, let's take some chances. Hello to you as well. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I know where I need to go. And it's looking to be a little past the 1.1 area. I'll need to keep track of how many exits we pass since we're not going all the way to the end. Hopefully that means we'll get there faster. Alright, so I don't plan on grabbing too many things since if we're going to be spending most of our time in the ocean. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, it turns out I've somehow ended up with an area rather close to where we need to be. So once we hit the 1.1 outpost, it's pretty much a diagonal distance, and we'll be coming upon some of the 1.1 terrain. But yeah, this is rather close to the Sky Islands, so hopefully there's plenty of ocean over there. Plenty of warm ocean, I should say. Yeah, I'll need to be on the lookout for when we hit there. That one should have been the monolith. This is beta 1.2. So we have a little bit of distance until we hit the beta 1.8 outpost. Man, this is so nice. It was such a good idea to put slabs all across here because, oh boy, those pigmen totally ruined the journey by spawning all over the ice. And now that's not a problem anymore. And I almost wonder if ghasts are unable to spawn in this area because the cobblestone is too thin and the slabs block them from spawning as well. Because if I don't have any ghasts at all, that would be rather nice. Let's see, we are at 47. Pretty soon here, we should pass the beta 1.8. One day I'll put a sign down, but I feel like with the speed I'm going, the signs won't be super helpful. Maybe I would need all caps, 1 word per sign. You know, if I had banners, I could write in giant letters, I'm missing ice. I didn't realize I was missing a block of ice there. Maybe if I remember, I could pick one up. Nope. That should have been beta 1.8. Beta 1.9, which means 1.1. Here it is. Whoop. There we go. Let's drift on in here. That wasn't so bad. If it's off in this direction, maybe we'll get a quick peek at the Sky Islands, how things are looking now. Howdy, Koski. I was busy earlier, and so this is the next available opportune time to begin the stream. Plus, I'm still taking the very, very long process of upgrading all the nether chunks. Hello. I don't feel like dealing with them. Yeah, soon I'll be done with upgrading the nether chunks, and then I could use my computer for fun again, not on stream times. Of course, I have to pause the world conversion when I'm streaming. Yeah, I really should have used inventory tweaks over here. If I remember in the future, I'll find something to sort my chests. But man, it's been quite a while. It's been quite a while since I've been off in this direction. So what we're trying to do is get to around 1500 on the X. So I guess it's more this way. The only problem is the Sky Islands are in the way, so we'll have to skimmy around them. Hello, Ayati, to you as well. Welcome back. First time I used minecarts in years. I use minecarts all the time. Well, I should say I used minecarts all the time until I built the ice highway on here, and then I kind of put a pause on minecarts because taking the boat across the ice is a much faster mode of transportation. Oh, did I say negative? Hold on. Is it supposed to be negative or positive? I think I'm going the wrong direction. Oopsies. Yeah, that way is south. I was thinking that way was north. Oops. No, I am indeed going the wrong way. Alright, so we go off in this direction. Yeah, southeast. Oopsies. 1.11. It was 1.9. 1.9 added the new boats. Pocket Edition 0.11. Java 1.9. I only committed that to memory because I had to be reminded of that. Booster carts are fun. Booster carts are indeed a fun thing, but they're only short-lived for being Alpha 1.0.14. 14 was the minecart changes until Beta 1.5. The current upgrade path is pre-releases, candidates, full versions, and every once in a while there's a particular snapshot I play. It's kind of funny how people reference pre-releases, but we've had release candidates. Again, we're going to ignore the 1.0 release candidates, since we've started having release candidates again since 1.16. 1.16 is already a few years old by now, and I don't know what all these weird shadows are. I don't know why it's dark around the edges of some of here. I don't know if I have a preference of 2D versus 3D rendering for item models. And the game said nope. Don't tell me the Sky Islands don't work. I've been here before in 1.13, it used to work. I feel like that's what went wrong, but I won't know until we try again. Because if this is the case, then I'll have to completely avoid the void. Alright, so let's think about this. Let me throw up a clock as I figure out what it is I'm trying to do. So let me press this button here real fast. So let's think. Something off in whatever direction I was heading doesn't like me. So I think we're gonna drive around south, avoid the Sky Islands, and then that's where we will start exploring. Let me just take a quick look at my map real fast, make sure I'm indeed not missing anything. Why was smoke removed from explosions? I'm looking for... Yeah, warm ocean biomes. So yes, I'm indeed going in the right direction. I think. Yeah, I'm going in the right direction, I just need to get there. Alright, so we're gonna turn down our render distance, and we'll start from there. Performance thing. Java has had it forever. You telling me that the Bedrock was having particle problems, and so they figured, well, parity, so we're gonna remove particles for Java. Gonna set this to a whopping 2, because we're gonna hope I didn't just lock up the world in its entirety. Alrighty, so yeah, we need to go this way. Problem is, how far this way do we have to go to avoid whatever sort of conundrum I'm running into? Looking about 51,000. So only about 500 blocks forward. Bedrock still has them? Alright, well then my theory went splat because it wasn't a Bedrock performance problem. Yeah, such weird shadows. Why is Skylight one block less? So odd. All part of the process of upgrading the world from 1.15. Oopsies, that's still up. All part of the process going from 1.15 to 1.12 to 1.13. How to do some magic getting the world upgraded properly. Howdy, Paul, as well. It's turning nighttime. Come on, Chunks, I believe in you. They're being rather slow to render. If I'm over here at 600, where does that put me? Yeah, I still have plenty of distance. Howdy, Potato, as well. Oh, I see swamp trees. Oh, no, never mind, that's normal. Wait, if I'm seeing swamp trees, then that means I think I'm getting close. Getting close to where I need to be. If there was snow falling from the sky, it would look more like the old winter mode. But I think we're gonna catch some Z's real fast. Problem is, I don't have the Zella Moon to tell. And annoying. I feel like I've tried having long-term alpha snow worlds in the past, and then I can never commit long enough to them. Oh, here, I have a boat. Let's go. Let's go sailing, and we'll see what we find. Found a jungle. Alright, so then that means we are verified 1.2 terrain. Which means if we've made it to the jungle here, yeah, now we could start sliding to the left. I guess it's right if you consider north to be up. Nope. Alright, let's think. So from here, should start seeing that chunk border soon. Should just be ocean. We're gonna really hope this is where I need to be, because I did not at all perform any manual tests. I just looked at the map and said, well, this is where I gotta go. It is the earliest. I like my Insta 420 worlds. Those are fun, other than the amount of underground you have to dig out. Not 420, sorry, 415. Hello, fishies. Oh, that was server being slow. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I think I'm far enough away that I can bump this up. I don't want to go all the way to the 16 I was playing at before. We'll stick around at 8. Alright, come on, terrain. I believe in you. Oh, there's probably the chunk border I'm thinking of. Alright, so we are here playing about 1,000 or so. So if I whip this out, we need to be... Oops, I think we need to go a lot farther than I thought. We gotta go... Why no, we don't. Hold on, never mind. 1,500 and 5,700. So yeah, pretty much is straightforward. I just need to get up there. Do Fire Pro, indeed, sticking to Polyworlds, of course. I don't want to go left. That sounds like a worse decision than rather if I were to stick right. Oh, 1 block difference, almost made it. I'll take my boat, thank you. I'm gonna leave this open in case future me ever comes back in this area again. Can't guarantee I ever will, but I like my options. 179 by 179. Paul, I'm not sure what you are referring to. And it's so weird seeing such bright grass and then such dark water. The high contrast of swamp water versus untinted grass. And hoink. Howdy, roofed forest. Don't mind me passing on through here. One of these days, I hope we can tint water normally, but I don't know if we ever will. Last time I checked, 1.13, we still cannot change water tinting. I'll look into it, but I don't think it's exposed to resource packs. I don't even know if a jar mod would work. I can't. There used to be the old watercolor file, but that was never used, and 1.13 ended up going with a different system. Oop, I'm good. Just trying to read chat, and then next thing I know, I'm falling. Yeah, shouldn't be too much farther. About 200 blocks on both axes. I've seen a little bit of New Oceans, but the water itself, I still have. Wait, what do you mean how's the other water blue instead of 1.13? The texture itself is blue. I'm still using the old 12A water texture. Minecraft adds additional color on top of that. That's how you get such a vibrant blue like that. Because I guarantee that's not the texture. The old 12A texture was much more pale. Alright, I think we're close. I just might be a little bit too far this way. So what we're looking for is not a birch forest. What we're looking for is a warm ocean. And if everything is correct, it shouldn't be too far from here. I think I prefer the vibrant blue water, but I would like all my water to be consistent because all my grass is consistent. Once I finally took the time to figure out how to remove the color tinting on there. Why we cannot do the same with water makes me sad. And there's a lot more roofed forest here than I thought. Oh, you can totally see the difference in swamp water versus regular ocean water. Whoop. Alright, let's see if we find anything we're looking for. This is a lukewarm ocean. I thought there was warm, not lukewarm. Oh, we found the Sky Islands. The game definitely told me we found Sky Islands. Alright, boo-ba-doop. So let's see. Pre-release 9 definitely does not like Void. So how about we try going somewhere else that's not too far from here. In fact, I'm going to write this down. I'm looking for 31 and 52,000. Doo-doo-ba-doop. And then what, like 52,000, and then 200. All right, we have our new distance we're going to. All right, so yeah, I was right. I don't know why it dislikes the Sky Islands. I've only had the problem today because I've loaded up the terrain at 1.13 and there hasn't been any problem. So who knows? Something gets fixed between pre-9 and the full release. So we're gonna switch it to 2 chunks and put that away. We're gonna make a big old U-turn and head back in the direction we need to go, away from the Sky Islands. And that way we could see far again. And I could celebrate because I'm not a fan of 2 chunk view distance. Alright, so we have about 1,500 blocks on the X to travel, and then about 1,300 blocks on Z. So this shouldn't take too long, and this one's much larger than the one we were hoping to visit. But based on what I've witnessed, the Sky Islands overwrote the War Motion anyway, at least a big chunk of it, so I don't know how useful it would have been anyways. So what we're doing is we go off in this direction, and let me minimize this so that way I can see chat again. Was Ant Venom streaming another tournament of sorts? Truth be told, I don't keep up with any of that. I don't watch competitive Minecraft. I'm kind of, well, I don't know whether or not I would want quit without saving on Java, because the amount of times that would be useful is far less than the amount of times I would rather have continuous autosave. I don't remember how frequently Minecraft autosaves, but I want to say the level.dat updates every 2 seconds. And then the chunk files are much slower. Maybe 4 minutes. I don't know. Whatever ones are actively loaded, not the ones that were last modified. Because you can load up a whole bunch of chunks in one gameplay session, but I want to say only the ones that you're actively in get resaved. And I do remember playing 360 in the autosave feature every 15 minutes, plus the quit without saving. I want to say I only ever used quit without saving when I died and I said, I don't feel like dying. And so I reloaded. But that is very rarely ever a problem on here. I say 31, right? Yep, 31 and 52. So yeah, we keep going. 5 minutes would make sense. And I think now we should be far enough away. Let me set this to, I'll start out with 10, then we'll go back to 16 later. I can see again. Alright, so yeah, another 1,000 blocks. Thank you, Dolphin. That's a ship that's not even on the sea floor. I kind of want to pass by real fast. Quit without saving in creative. What uses would that have other than, you know, people with TNT? Oh, alright. I've always thought this dark oak trapdoor texture looks like... I don't need that. I always thought this dark oak trapdoor texture looks like chocolate. Looks like the different squares of a chocolate bar. Oh, there's a door here. That's nice. The last ship I was at didn't have a door. I'll take this buried treasure map. In fact, I think I will steal the paper. I don't know how many maps I'll work with in the future. Mr. Beast gave me vision? I don't know what you're talking about. I can't say I've ever sat through any of his videos in their entirety. And again with the weird lighting. I don't know if that's a upgrade thing or if that's a 1.13 thing. Alright, so now we are continuing on. I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left there. I see all the stuff at the bottom of the ocean, but if I keep exploring every single thing I come across, we're never gonna get there. There's a lot of cold biomes we've passed back there and right here. That means we'll have to switch to the warm side. I guess it's on the other side of the cold taiga here. Well, it depends on which route I go. If I stick to the water, then we'll go faster. I wonder if they would ever remove coordinates from the F3 menu and instead use coordinates on an item. When you say choose world size, which platform are you talking about? The 360 and the PS3 were the only platforms. Oh, the maps, the map item. Well, if you have a level save editor, you can decide what level of maps you have. But with the whole world fitting on one map, I didn't feel like adjusting that at all. Alright, we have this way to travel. Went too far in Z. At least once. Hey, that guy has a fishing rod. I don't know if y'all saw, probably bit rate issues, but that whatchamacalled, the drown down there had a fishing rod. Oh, I mean choosing the world size pre-bedrock. Then yeah, I still have the question: what platform are you talking about? Are you talking about limited world size on bedrock? The coordinates on maps for Legacy console were nice. And that's kind of why I was thinking, I wonder if they'll ever bring it back. And it looks like we made it, because this is exactly what I was looking for. And I totally forgot about sea pickles. That's another item I need to collect. You can just break it normally, right? Oh, is this it? Is this all the coral I have? It's a rather small coral, but I won't complain. I think we have everything here. Does coral do damage? I know real life coral is sharp. Let's find out, shall we? Nope. Cool. Alright, let me whip out Silk Touch Pickaxe. It's so nice that this is very close to the surface here. Oops. How do I get the fans? Do I need shears? How do I get the fan coral? Apparently, I don't know how to collect the fans. I only know the full blocks. I feel like spawning with maps is a little too easy. Well, oh well. Unless if there's a map inside a bonus chest, I can understand that. Are these coral really endangered here in the world of Minecraft? I guess with how small the biome size. Oh, hold up. I got brain coral and bubble coral. Are you telling me I can only pick up 2 of the types? Is that a bug? Is this a pre-9 thing? Oh, let's not run out of oxygen. I'm just doing the usual Minecraft thing. I see a new block and I come in and steal all of it. I'm not gonna take down the entire coral reef. That would take too long, and I don't have the inventory space. Oh, we got some of this. Yeah, the only 3 types of the coral are properly dropping. I think. Nope, make that 4. Oh wait, hold on. This is the coral. It's not the fan coral. Never mind. All right, I'm totally not remembering that there's 2 types. 2 types of the thin coral. Because there's the coral, and then there's the fan coral, and then the coral blocks. Coral blocks and coral drop. Fan coral isn't dropping at all, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Assuming it is able to be collected in survival. I'll take all the goods. Can't say I'll use any of this, but I'll collect it. And how about I sort all of this real fast? Oops. There we go. Clean inventory is a happy inventory. Now once I get the yellow coral, then I'll go down there. The horn coral block. And sea pickles. Can't forget some of my sea pickles. Drop a Silk Touch, but in pre-10? No! One more day. Should have come back here tomorrow. Alright, that's probably why, because we're still in pre-9. I was reading up on the wiki, and assuming it's correct, the original release date, I think, was 2 months before 1.13 was going to come out. And I think to myself, if 1.13 came out in the state it was in, oh boy, it would have been a mess. Because it was not ready by that time. And so having it come out 2 months later, I think was a wise decision. There you go. I don't know how many sea pickles I'll get, because they are useful. Underwater light. Yes, I know they're sea lanterns and redstone lamps, but it's not the same. Alright, I do not have much yellow. Here's what I think I'll do. I'll probably go for half a stack of the coral blocks. So that makes 2 more of the purple. That's this one, right? Nope, that's pink, but I'll take it. Maybe I should go for 33 instead. Because if I go for 33, that's 32 plus the 1 in the block museum. And y'all know me in even numbers. We're going to have a lot of yellow to collect, though. There we go. This is what I was looking for. And boop. Maybe I should have stolen that door from the ship. I could have used it down here. Well, like I said, at least we're very close to the surface, so it's not too big of a problem. Are you capable of placing sea pickles on land? You know what? Hold on. Don't tell me. I want to find out. Let me... Oh, never mind. There's not an island here. Unless, if I just... Boop. Oh, you can. They only emit light underwater, though. That's interesting. I did not know. In fact, here, maybe I will keep this here. Drop down a torch. Me in the future comes back when I try to pick up all the fan coral. I'll remember this is where I need to go. In fact, now that I'm here, I'm also going to bump that up to 16, which I usually play at for recording. I don't play enough Survival 1.13. I'm not familiar with the sea pickle very much, other than it emits light, and it can be planted underwater. So blue, red, and yellow. I don't know if we'll be collecting all the coral, though. How much of it we'll be acquiring. But I will be going for the blocks themselves. You know, I think I might use, if I remember, use some of this coral and fill in the lake I have next to the warehouse. Whoops. Because I think that would be a suitable area to add some sort of area. Sea pickles may be the best thing added in 1.13, but if I don't play the versions that much, it's not a benefit. I don't currently know what my favorite 1.13 feature is. Sea pickles are up there because underwater light in a natural environment. Oops, turning nighttime. Maybe I should set up an entire outpost. Let me grab some more sand over here. And then oh, I need another one. Oh wait, hold on. I did this backwards. I gotta sleep facing the Zella moon. I don't have to. but I've done it so many times I might as well. Alright, so we're gonna steal this bed, because if I don't, I will forget it. I've left beds at outposts before, and I proceeded to make more beds. Alright, I need 4 blue. We'll start there. Alright, blue's done. Next is pink. I only need 1 more. Red is 5, I think. No, 6. And annoying. And then 5 for yellow. I can find more of it. And then I think that'll be just about it while we're here before we venture back home. Alright, let's see how many of the coral 2D items we can find. And then we'll go from there. For as much as I do like the coral, I feel like it's a missed opportunity only having 5 of them. 5 primary colors. Because I think to myself, they could have done a color wheel thing. Colorizer thing. In fact, they could have even simplified it and had 16 primary colors. And then from there it'd be randomization. Whoop. When spawned naturally. Because I think to myself, we have the 5 different types of coral, but Minecraft primarily uses 16 different colors for stuff. And then you could have had the 5 different patterns, but each of the 5 patterns could have had the 16 different colors for it. That might have been too complicated for what they were going for. I don't know what this Minecraft school stuff y'all are talking about. Long time ago, I tried looking into any servers that was like school in Minecraft. I never joined any. Probably due to low attendance. I also thought about hosting my own. And then I didn't want to take the time to prepare the teaching material. Maybe one day. Uh-oh. I lost something. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to it. But there's no guarantee. Oh, that was the 33rd. Never mind. I'm trying not to get rid of too many of the fans, since I know I'll need to come back here later and pick them up. I'm starting to like Pre-10 a lot more now, especially with the button that can optimize worlds automatically. Won't have to use 1.13 for that. But I think now we're all set. I don't feel like going through and finding every single piece of regular coral. So, oh, hello. This is going to provide enough content that now we head back in this direction. No, that's not true. We head back this way, then eventually, once we hit the old chunks, in fact, I can probably close that. Once we hit the old 1.1, 1.2 terrain, that's when it'll be safe to head up. Howdy, howdy. I have experienced minor world issues playing pre-releases before, but I don't play many snapshots. Only a couple of them that I know are safe. But otherwise, I back up my world so often that if something happens, it's not the end of the world. But oops, terrible puns every day. And so, no, I don't have any concern. It also requires a lot of foreknowledge, and the Discontinued Features Wiki is very useful in its dangerous versions sections. So as long as I keep that in mind, then I don't have to worry much. But I have experienced one problem today where all my Sky Islands terrain from beta 1.9 proceeds to crash the game for reasons I don't know, but hopefully that's not going to be a problem in a couple more versions. Because we're only playing pre-9 for today. Tomorrow's pre-10, and then by the time at the full release on... what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, Thursday, when we hit the full release, then I'm not going to worry about that anymore. Thankfully, I did not have any Sky Islands plans for today. And I almost wonder... No, it's something with the Sky Islands themselves, because it's not a problem. What biome is this? Why is there grass everywhere? Snowy Taiga Hills? Is this because there's usually snow and there's not as much grass I can spawn? One of the things I had to do when upgrading to 1.13, well, I should say I didn't have to, but I chose to, was I set every chunk not to populate. And so this is all supposed to be covered in snow. Well, instead of there being snow, it's all grass. Because Minecraft said, oh, there's no snow here, let me put grass here instead. Interesting. Oh, in fact, I think I know exactly where I am. Because if this is the line of chunks where I think I am, then it shouldn't be too much farther until the 1.1 area. Yeah, this looks so weird. There's so much grass. So much tall grass. That's alright. One thing's for sure, I've definitely learned a lot about the minor problems about world upgrading throughout this series. I don't need to play it safe. I'll forge my own path on this upgrade process. Terrible idea back to doing classic using survival test on pre-existing worlds, but that's okay. Learned my lesson. So yeah, now we're back in 1.1 terrain, I think. We're somewhere between 1.1 and 1.2. The biomes here happen to be similar enough that there's no obvious chunk borders between 1.1 and 1.2, but we saw the jungle earlier, somewhere off in that direction, so we know that that had to be 1.2 terrain, even though there was no distinction, because I know my outpost, when we came out of the portal, was definitely 1.1. No, it wasn't. It was 11W49A, I think. I don't even think it's 1.1, but it's close enough. Alright, I know if we hit the line of grass again, we've gone too far. Because there's a big square where we have the snowy biome, but without the snow. And hold on, where exactly am I? 1920. Like the resolution, 5187. So I need to go... Oh, I need to keep going way this way. We gotta go all the way to 200. Well, 300. Yeah, just kidding. We have a lot more traveling to do. Relatively. Floating and double floating islands. That sounds like something from Endev. Did they do something with clouds? No, maybe not. For some reason, the clouds over there just look like they intersect with the mountain strangely. Like it's moving more than it should. I don't think that's true. Anyways, what version is he currently on? No, still an Endev. Then yeah, Endev floating islands are pretty cool. I have 2 of those. 2 out of my 7 Endev worlds were floating. That's 7, right? This was years ago. I'm already losing track of what versions when. Oh, sun's going down. Hey, Mushy Island. If that's the case, do I know where I'm at? 51.99. Oh yeah, I know exactly where I am. Yeah, that's we've made it. We've made it to the old terrain. Hooray! So yeah, we keep going this way. Alright, then that means the area I was looking at was totally different, but that is the same lack of snow problem that we were experiencing. Alright. In fact, I think this will be a nice safe area to catch some Z's. Let me grab my bed real fast. Oh, yeah, I also fixed the name. This no longer says red bed, because it doesn't make sense since the bed's not red. I fixed it to say Zelinator's bed. I haven't applied the resource pack changes yet that I noted yesterday, but I did get them ready. I just haven't used them. I'll probably make sure to update the resource pack as a full release before we hit 1.14. That way I have a fully fixed up 1.13 version of the resource pack. So yeah, I was right about the spawner. It wasn't using the right texture. I think that's because the name changed. Oh look, I've been here before. One of my pillars. I think that's gravel. Usually I build them out of cobblestone. Gravel was probably taking up an inventory slot. Oh, the sun looks totally normal. It's the moon. It's my big ol' Zello moon. You're not gonna find another person who has the Zello moon, unless other people happen to use my resource pack. Don't know how many downloads there are. It's hosted on Google Drive. Google Drive does not provide download information. Should say how many people have downloaded it. So yeah, we need to go up to 50,000. I'll need to make sure, whoop, hooray, lighting updates. I'll need to make sure to absolutely avoid the Sky Islands though, since they're not happy. Maybe that's the jungle. I was pointing in the wrong direction because I thought I was much farther ahead. This is the jungle we saw before. Oh, there's some seeds. Might as well steal them. Free seeds, even though the amount of seeds I have at home is rather large. That's going to change when we hit 1.14. I talk about a lot how I like the composter. I think that's my favorite 1.14 feature if we ignore lighting fixes. The composter is great because so many of my worlds from 1.13 and earlier, I had a massive collection of seeds for my wheat farms, and I wouldn't know what to do with all those seeds. Not breeding chickens as of 1.4, I think. I think 1.4 is what changed between everything bred with wheat compared to different items for different animals. Sheep and cows are wheat, pigs are carrots and potatoes, chickens are seeds. Cats were always fish though. Howdy, Ian. I keep the schedule updated to the nearest, like, an hour before, I'll be honest. Every time the stream schedule says all day, it means I don't know what time. And I did not know what time I would start today. And thankfully, the most recent post has the stream schedule on there. And so people don't have to scroll far through the community posts to find it. And I have the urge to lighting update, but I might have to wait till 1.14. I'm pretty sure 1.14 is going to clear the entire current lighting data and fix it up when I use the optimize world button. I'm not going to optimize the nether chunks though, that's 88 gigabytes I don't need. Is not on this world my face? No. New viewer didn't see the moonrise, or I should say mistook proper term, the moonrise for the sunrise. The sun is still the regular sun. I've thought about making a different texture for the sun. Not a different texture, I should say, just the color grading, but I never got around to that. Hi, Skelly Bomb. I don't feel like stealing your stuff. And I think I wandered too far. I absolutely wandered too far, but that's okay. I need to go this way. This is a lot more traveling than I thought I would. 54 minutes in, and turns out I'm not even back to the Nether yet. At least it'll be a short trip back, traveling 2/3 the distance. Yeah, look at that blue over there. Do you see how dark blue that is? It stands out a little too much. Sure, I like my high contrast water and stuff, but that's a little much compared to the rest of the landscape around it. I like blue water, but not this dark. Is this really all? Yep, snowy tundra water. If you looked at this with the, if you looked at the raw RGB colors, blue would be way up there, and there would not be much green or red. Howdy again, Zunaka, welcome back. Oh, there it is. There's one strip of green. So let's see, where am I? I need to go 50,400 and 2 or 300. So that's this way. I feel like ink has always looked closer to black than blue. Oh wait, just kidding. There are blue pens. I haven't seen a blue pen in a long while. Blue, black, and red are the primary pen colors. You'd always have other colored pens, but those are not normal. Why is the biome so small? The snowy tundra? It shouldn't be small. It should be most of the area around here. I'm currently in a frozen river, though. Yeah, there's lots of snowy tundra. Pretty sure all of this converted correctly. I'm pretty sure black is the most colored, or sorry, most common color. But I've seen plenty of red and blue out and about. And I keep going up these mountains, but they're kind of fun. I don't do a lot of mountain climbing. Do I have a cliff house anywhere in this world? I feel like I don't. See the difference between more blue versus more black, which is why I'll mark them both as most common. Hey pumpkins, how's it going? Oh wait, I can't talk to these pumpkins, they don't have a face. Whee! There we go. How to go down a mountain without dealing with fall damage. Alright, we're really close here. I feel like I keep saying that, but I know where I am, based on what I've seen. And so, my house should be not too far ahead. I feel like the difference between blue and purple within black ink is based on the type of ink itself. I'm not familiar much with ink composition, but I don't think it's raw ink utilized. And so it's manufacturer dependent. So I'm looking for 50,500. Oh, the waterfall with mobile compression. I see. There it is. We've made it. Hooray. I'm tired of all this running around. I miss the ice highway. But thankfully, we got to take the ice highway back. Move that over, taking up hotbar slot. Don't want to look at it anymore. Alright, we've made it. Hooray. Wait, the door was on the front side? I was thinking... Oops. I did not mean to go all the way around. I really don't need an overworld highway because traveling through the Nether for such extensive distances has always been better. I would say always, except, truth be told, I've only had it since early beta. Early beta was when I started making access points between the skylights. Maybe even late alpha I started. It was right before seeds could no longer be used to destroy bedrock. Oh, here it is. I know there's the elytra, but I don't know. I'm not enough of an elytra enthusiast to take advantage of it. Or is this the way? Yep, because we get to go home. Hooray! Get to go home and update the block museum. Question for anyone who knows, what blocks can I plant the coral item on? Because I'm pretty sure the coral block can be used anywhere. But for the item itself, the other regular type of coral, the 2D rendered one, can it only be placed on coral blocks or can it go on any block? Because if I can place it on any block, then I'll just put it on the cobblestone. Hold on, I wonder, do we have dead coral yet? I don't think we have dead coral blocks, but I want to say we have dead coral items. I can close that since I know exactly where I am. So the dead coral item, 1.13.1. Alright, that's kind of useful, I guess. Well, we're looking for 1.13. Okay, so the blocks. The dead coral block was added before the item. Okay. I was thinking it was the other way around. That's one of those kind of sad moments, how the block and the item was not all added together, because it meant that Legacy console never acquired the dead coral item, only the block. Wait, there's even the dead coral fans. They added the dead coral blocks and the dead coral fans, but they didn't add dead coral. Why? Who made that design choice? That feels like a total oversight. But coral's a big part of 1.13, so I want to know why that wasn't brought in. I feel like I should say a Minecraft movie, since they are at that emphasis. The upcoming Minecraft movie, official, is gonna be its own thing. I should say I really hope it's its own thing and not related to explain intended game events. There's gonna be another story in another Minecraft universe. Whoop. And we've made it. Hooray. Yeah, see nope, never mind, that updated faster. This nether used to take forever in updating the lighting on the roof. It's faster, but it's still not best. So I'm really hoping a 1.14 solves that. In fact, I can almost guarantee 1.14 is going to solve all my lighting issues. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I totally forgot about it. I should have. We were supposed to find blue ice. Maybe I'll remember to get the blue ice next time when we go acquire the fan coral another day. Go, go, go. Enjoy the speed while it lasts. Oop. Alright, coolio, coolio. I'll probably keep all the coral in one area, but for paper... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not at all investigate the map. Oops. I guess that one's a mystery for another day. And then I'll leave it in the chest and completely forget about it. I'll leave it down. Wait, what? I was just at this map. Why does it already say unknown? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Filled out correctly. I wonder, what about this one then? Oops. Well, this one was totally reset. ID 0. But it has scaling. So this, I was right. This was indeed map 0. Alright, well, either way, let me move that one over there. And paper. When do maps get overhauled? I feel like maps haven't changed at all since I think 1.14 with the cartographer in the cartographer table. Oh man, the void at my indev area, and I did not relaunch the game. Is that a feature or something? I don't know what map changes you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, but I wonder if my in-depth Sky Islands are going to give me a problem. I just got here. I didn't have this problem when I started the stream. What happened? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Gonna turn down the render distance again, and we're going to go somewhere else. Yeah, Minecraft stopped liking the void. Howdy, Mega. Welcome back to the stream. There's always the good possibility you're going to be an old man by the time I reach 1.20, what'd you say, 26? It's going to be a long time until then. Darkness in the warehouse. Alright, so we are looking at... Gonna put the paper away, right? Put away the paper, put away the maps. Why did they reset back to unknown map? What is this? All I did was reload the world. Wonder if that's a pre-9 problem. I don't know why I keep... That's not true. I keep reading things... No, that's not true either. There was a time I read stuff knowing it would make me sad. I don't know. Everyone has that part in their brain. Alright, let's think. I don't think it'll be decades. Because decades implies more than one. I can't see myself taking 20 years. 10 years at the most. Minecraft has to release a 1.26 first, and at the rate we're going, 1.26 could take, let's see. Let's say they slow down even more. 2 years for a major update, because they really seem to like these tiny updates. So let's say 2 years for a major update. We're currently on 1.21. That means we have 4 major updates to get there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just kidding, that's 5 major updates to get there. At 2 years per major update, we're looking at 10 years. So 2036. Sorry, 2035. We'll see if in 2035 we have 1.26. And I think reading books early this year helped convince me to finish working on my own book that I started back in 2021. Took me a few years, but I finally got there. Which, only 3 years to write a book. Turns out, from what I've seen online, is a rather short period. Alright, I don't think I have any of the other stuff, but I can plop away the... Oh, wait a minute. Block Museum. I was at the Block Museum yesterday. I didn't have any problems. The Block Museum is right next to the Void. Well, that just defeated the purpose for me fixing it up with all the new coral blocks. Now I do wish I did it yesterday, because then this wouldn't have been as big of a problem. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna toss all the coral away, and I'll fix it tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Whenever I get around to the other stuff. I should say whenever I get around to not crashing whenever I visit there. Sea pickles! I should put the sea pickles here. They're not coral enough to be coral. Alright, so here's what we are gonna do next. We're gonna avoid everything in that direction, which you really can't see much. You just have this daunting fog. Oh, we still have not cylindrical, we still have spherical fog. I'm absolutely looking forward to 1.18.1's vertical fog, where it's a cylinder and it's not, where it's a cylinder and it's not a, that's so weird. Hold on, is there really a chunk border right there? Where it's not a cylinder, or it becomes a cylinder and not a sphere. That way I don't have to deal with, oopsies, any of the vertical stuff. The vertical fog problems. I don't know why watching those maps load and unload's intriguing, even though it's not at all important. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Let me grab more food, because I'm trying to get rid of the stack here. I need to keep writing in the book. In fact, here, I'm going to write this down. I can also close that off. I need to write another entry. I'll do it later. Only people who download the world get to see whatever is in this book. Every once in a while I talk about it, but I've been carrying it around for a very long time. You know, I wonder if the end doesn't work. If I cannot visit the end, if it's a access to the void problem. I don't want to test that, because if I get stuck in the end, I'm stuck in the end. And there's no guarantee that pre-10 fixes it. Could be a full release fix. So I'm going to investigate. Since I don't feel like finding blue ice now, I'm tired of all this traveling. We're going to take a look at the bounty board and see what other items I want to work on. I should say what other items past me said he wanted to work on. It took 3 years to write the book. My starting point was, oh my gosh, 4 golems in a hot tub. I started the book, jumped full on in. All the chests are fixed. And I got a big chunk done, and then I kind of took a break. Then I got back to it. Then I took a break. Then I got back to it again, and I finished it. My starting point was when I first wrote the first quick write, which was 3 days after conception, 2 or 3 days after the first ideas. Alright, let's think. What is not completed? Good job, me. That whole wall is completed. I didn't even realize that. Nerve HQ is on hold. The Block Museum history. I should do that, but I'm still in the process of upgrading the world, which means I'm playing on the PlayStation 3 while I wait for that to finish. Observatory and the RAD facility. Military base. I worked on a military base on another world, and that turned out alright. I really should do the supermarket, but I feel like the supermarket's gonna end up looking like the warehouse. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I was thinking about this. I need to build another warehouse. The only problem is there's not a lot of easy access space around here. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I need to look at the area real fast. But I'm kind of tempted to have an underground warehouse where I dig maybe 4 or 5 blocks out from the edges All map, no map. All map, no map. Okay, I'm having fun here. I'm having too much fun. But yeah, if I dig out 4 or 5 blocks from the edges of the warehouse, that way it feels like there's plenty of space on the inside. And I was kind of wanting to put it down here underneath the lake. And the only thing is, I would need to make sure I have plenty of space to still get to it. Because if I were to say dig a hole maybe right here, I'd have to dig the hole right around here or so. That way it can extend off in that direction. And because my warehouse has some skylights, and so I would want the skylights up there to have direct access underneath the water. That way I could see the little glass there. I would just need to make sure that's far enough down that it doesn't interact with anything. If the title is the only thing that's stuck around for a book, then yes, it's still the same. If you got rid of the title, then no, it's a different book. If there's anything of the story still there, that is what the book is. There are plenty of ideas for Innocence that I planned on utilizing that are just not used. A fair amount of it's going to make it into the second book, though. Hooray! Because I ended up dragging out the first one more, and so a lot of the concepts would not have fit within. Alright, here's the question. How many blocks do I need for this? Looking at block 1, 2. $66. 66 blocks forward. I was counting. Can't count and talk. $25. 66 by 25. That's what we're looking for. Howdy, Paul. What do you mean 1.16 maps vanish and disappear? Alright, let's think. Yeah, I don't know what Costco guys are talking about. I know what Costco is. Oh man, I wish I had the debug stick because I would want to get rid of the 2 side things on here. Make the fence vertical. As much as I want the debug stick, I don't need it that badly. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. How tall is it? $13 plus the floor, so 14. Alright, so 66 by... What I say, 25, right? By 14. Let me verify 25 real fast. Yeah, 25. Alright. The reason why I wanted to start working on this warehouse now, I was thinking about it, and I realized by the time we get to 1.16, the warehouse there, warehouse 3, is going to start getting full. It's not going to be too much longer till we hit 1.16, so I wanted to start digging this out now, because this is a lot of surface area for me to clean out. I think a map in later versions becomes empty. I feel like that's a bug that gets fixed at some point, but I'll need to look into it. Alright, where exactly do I want the midsection to be? I want it to be right around here because I think that's where the most amount of water is. I've also thought about clearing some of this. Hi, dolphin. What biome am I in? This is an ocean biome. Well, that's nice. I've thought about clearing out some of the land there because it's just this big wall. And I've kind of wanted to expand more ocean. So the water goes up to here. I could probably keep some of these cliffs, but maybe carve out this. But I'm going to work on that after, because I want to get the warehouse in here. But based on the current shape, that would put it around here, be in the middle. Okay, based on the 6 blocks, that would put it, I'll bias it this way. So yeah, that would make the exact middle right about here. So if the glass was maybe there. Excuse me, buddy. You stole my dirt. I'll take that. Why do dolphins move the dirt? Hold on, since when do dolphins steal dirt? Buddy, get back here, that's my dirt. I don't know if he's trying to be nice or if he's trying to be mean. I think they're supposed to be friendly and whatnot. I'm not familiar with dolphin AI. But I think the windows were 3 by 2. And there should be maybe 5 blocks. So yeah, if that first window is there, then that means 5 wall outer ledge. So that means 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 blocks from here. I think that's going to work. So if I just put the ladder here, this should put me right in the middle. So then let me grab glass real fast. Question is, how many windows are there? Howdy, Henry, welcome back. 1. 11, so there's 11 times 6, that means 66. Oop. I like playing with items? Interesting. That's something I straight up did not know before. Well, the thing with stores is you can always start when you're ready. Or you can always start before you're ready and just get whatever you want initially. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, either way, we're looking at 3 blocks between 11 windows. We'll see how far we get from the top. So, 1, 2. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh man, hey buddy, you're not supposed to be here. I said this is nice because all this water is only 1 block deep. All this land is 1 block deep. And I could always improve upon that. Unless, what if I made it slightly farther down? Oh man, I don't have a texture for the dolphin boost. I need to fix that. I'm missing the UI icon up there for the effect. Okay, well anyways, 11, so I'll take that dirt, please. Thank you. Why are there so many more dolphins now? There used to be only 2. Anyways, back to digging. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2. Which one am I on? I haven't been counting the windows. I can barely read some of my old documents, and that's because I used to do everything in cursive. Hey buddy, I think you're a little stuck there. Alright, 1, 2. We're at 7. We made it to 7 of these. I'll take that dirt, thank you. 7 windows out of 11, that's good enough. But yeah, I think I'll lay down the glass first. And then I'll probably go down a couple of blocks and then put the second layer of glass that's going to be used in the roof itself. That way I don't have to recoat the entire area down here with stone. And yeah, I'll put the next windows there later. Or I don't put windows at all. Back when you were prepared to, or I should say back before you lost the school account, you did not think to copy everything over, download locally and whatnot. Alright, let me grab the ladder. So if I need a minimum of 14 blocks, I'll go down maybe 18. Where are my ladders? I'll go down 18, that way I have a little bit of a gap. Don't worry, I've been unintelligent with backing up stuff in the past as well. Oops, I'm still using Silk Touch. And apparently I haven't had stone in my inventory yet since the recipes were adjusted. I guess I'll stick to Silk Touch first. The deletion of my local servers was not entirely my fault. Unreal didn't give me any warning that it was about to wipe the desktop folder. So yes, my fault for selecting the desktop, not my fault for there being no prompt saying, hey, there's stuff here. You sure you want to do this? Because if it gave any sort of warning that it was about to delete everything, I would have reconsidered. But all that went poof. Gone like Bakugan. Oh, and how many spaces did I say? I'll need to get the coordinate of the... You know, here, I'll wait around for the light. Because if I could get where the first window is, then I'll be able to go from there. I probably shouldn't be digging up all this yet. Bakugan sounds like it's close to being gone. I don't think that we're getting another season for Gen, what are we on, 3? I almost thought there was a live action something going on at some point. I don't know the news of that though, I'll need to look into it. It's on my to look into list. So looking at 472. I don't even know if I can reach that from here. Oh, that's still another block ahead. And darkness, don't worry, it'll be gone soon. There we go. Alright. So this is the first part of the glass, I believe. That's our first window. I'm thinking of having the raised up platform, but I will grab some of the cobblestone. In fact, how about I put away the axe and swap out for the fortune axe. So what if an idea is terrible? There's always something you can take from it. That does not let any light through. Alrighty, so what did I say until the wall? I think it's 4 blocks plus wall. Maybe it's 5 blocks plus wall. If I can mark the cobblestone front point here, I can figure it out. Yeah, 5 blocks, then the wall. Alrighty. So I'll switch over to fortune for now and start picking up more of this stuff. I need cobblestone to know where I'm supposed to be. In fact, let me also go a few blocks out in each of these directions. I don't want to dig up the floor just yet because I am reconsidering having this be the platform for it. That way there's a little bit of extra space. It's really difficult trying to figure out this warehouse inside out, because all 3 of them in the past I've constructed already knowing the layout of it. But yeah, this is the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts the wall right here. I think that's right? Because if this is the floor, if the floor goes to there, yeah, this should be right. Let me fill this real fast. This will give me a little bit of extra space all the way around. What are we at? An hour and a half? Yeah, we got plenty of time. Oops, nope, I need 3 blocks. But the cobblestone on the side is fine. So I'll need to leave a 3 by 3 block in the middle, and then it's... Oh, hold up. 10 blocks. Alright, 3 by 3 plus 10 on each side. Alright, let me get rid of that. 1, 2, 3. I can see it now, other than this potentially becoming slightly annoying. That's okay, I'll just let it sit here. Let me grab the bed as well. I'll set it down permanently. This will be useful. Alright, now I know what I'm doing. Because I have enough area here carved out to know what sort of size I need. But I think I will expand out to the edge of the wall first. I said 10 right, so 3. So that is 10 right there. So all of this is going to be cobblestone. I'll take this coal as well, thank you. I'm thinking about leaving ores in the floor and wall. And that way it's kind of like the warehouse, the first warehouse that has the ores in the walls. The wall and floor and the roof as well, just because of Inf 327's terrain repopulation bug. 4, 10. I think once I get the cobblestone wall in place next to me, I'll dig up. And that will give me a better idea for how much vertical space I'm going to need. Thankfully, these warehouses are rather tall. Alright, cool. So now, I think I'll switch over to stone. I should say silk touch. In fact, I think I can minimize all of that. I have this important information written down. Oh, yep, alright. Let's get back to work. This is probably going to take a while, but thankfully I know exactly what I'm doing and it's not going to be nearly as bad as when I was digging out Nerve HQ. I almost wonder what I feel like I've considered underground warehouses before. In the past 4 years of having at least one warehouse on this world, I would not be surprised if at some point in the past I considered it. And that's a lot of iron. Well, I'll take it. I should say I'll take it if I pick it up. It's just ever so slightly out of reach. But I know at some point the cobblestone is gonna end and it's gonna be stone sitting on top of it. I just haven't gotten that far yet. So the question is how much cobblestone do I have? How much vertical space does it take up? Whoop. 8 blocks. 8 blocks of cobblestone. Yeah, that's way up there. I don't think I can reach that tall. Yep, 7 blocks of cobblestone. And then I'll start with 2 blocks outside the walls. So this is the end of it here. I'll steal the cobblestone. So that way, this is the end of the wall. This is that 1 block gap. Plus, I have the extra ledge here. Let me carve all this up. If I remember, I'll switch back and forth between Fortune and Silk Touch. That way I get a lot of each block type. Yawn, I say as if it's been a long day. Kind of, but not particularly. Oh wait, hold on, this is the perfect opportunity. I'm not going to build this up yet. What I'm going to do is go all the way around to here. So let me just verify real fast, make sure that this is 10. Yep. And then over here. Yep, alright, cool. Plus 2 blocks, back to digging. So what I'm going to do is take advantage of the little ledge here, since I'm going back just a wee little bit, and I'm going to build upward by utilizing the cobblestone. And I'll need to carve out all of this, and I think I went back 1 more, right? Oop. Getting low on space already. That's okay, because I can always pop over to warehouse 1 and keep going from there. In fact, how about I optimize this even more? Clean out my hotbar. Too many items. Oops. And at some point, I don't have it right. Oh, I do have the glass on me. I was going to say at some point I'll need to bring the glass here, so that way I could add the doors early. And then I didn't realize that I kept it on me. Hooray! Alright, cool. The only problem is now I have to deal with an odd number until I get there. So now that we've made it this far, there's only 3 blocks, 4, 5. I'm currently standing within slots 6 and 7. That means I have to go up 1 more. I'll have to go up 1 more to reach the area until I hit the stone. So let me carve out all of this space to begin with, and then I'll leave the stone, and hopefully from the inside I'll be able to dig it up separately. I'll clean out more of the extra space outside of the warehouse later. Paul, what version are you currently in? I feel like you told me earlier, and I did not commit to memory what version you said you were playing. Alright, there you go. Now I can do all three. Oops, not you. I wonder if Minecraft will ever, one day in however many years, hit the point where they add an item that turns stone instantly into cobblestone. Because that would save you a lot of time and pickaxe durability. Every piece of stone you carve out, just swap it with cobblestone. That way you don't have to take the time to dig the stone, then replace it with cobblestone. You could just zap, 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 zap. One day, perhaps one day. So now, in here, what we're looking for, we're going all the way until we reach the cobblestone. Then that's when we know we've hit the wall. Oh, there we go. I'll also need to figure out how I did the lighting. How the torches were placed. But I know that now that we're within here, I won't have to worry too much about how it's all organized. I just need to copy what I've already constructed. Alright, and now I'm seeing the thing get dark. Can't sleep yet. Soon, perhaps soon. But yeah, for torches, I didn't put any torches on it. All my torches are along the sides, so I guess it doesn't matter. None of the torches on the external floor. So we have the two on the wall next to the doors, and then every other oh no, there's not even torches. All the torches are on the posts. That means I'm gonna have to chop down a lot of trees. This is not gonna be enough. You know, I totally should have guessed. Beta 1.8. There's no surprise there. Oops, that's full of stone already. Now it's full of stone. I think we're gonna collect a lot of iron ore from this. That's alright. And then put away the glass. I'm cleaning out my inventory. I'll hold on to the zombie flesh because that's gonna have to go into a warehouse too. That's currently a do not enter zone. But my flint can be placed somewhere over here. I hope it's in warehouse 1. Yep, right next to the egg. Alright, let's catch some Z's and go back to digging. I feel like by the time I finish the warehouse, I'm gonna have enough stone and cobblestone to fill up several more shulker boxes. There's a lot of resources I have to acquire. I also feel like I should put a trapdoor over this. I don't know if I will though. We'll see. So the torches, we have the 2 here, plus the 2 on the sides. And then that is that. So now, how many blocks is it inside? From door to door. Well, I guess I should say glass to glass. So from this block right here, this is block 1. I need to know how far I have to go forward. $62. 62 blocks from one end to the other. Alright. That should be easy enough to keep track of. Based on the current time, we have about 15 minutes left. Alright, back down we go. So I want to dig out the midpoint, the 62 blocks forward, and then go from there. In fact, I'll do this with stone. Here, how about I count? I should probably keep track of how far I'm going. There's 12. Hello. Hello. We reached something I wasn't expecting. Lava. Lava, lava, lava. So, let me think. How do I want to get rid of it? How about I start spending cobblestone? Minor oversight. I was kind of, whoop, almost walked into that. Minor oversight. I kind of was anticipating this to just be all stone. And it turns out the game said, oh, surprise, there's lava here. So let me think. How exactly do I want to do this? Okay. Maybe we're not going all the way forward first. I need to know how high up this is, because if I could get on top of the lava... Whoop. If I could get on top of the lava... Oh. Oh, whoop. It looks like it doesn't go too far, that there's a cavern maybe up here. Yeah, alright. Now I know how to deal with this. That's a lot of lava. You know, I'm kind of tempted to use the water bucket, because that's going to be the fastest way to get rid of all this. And I have efficiency 3 on both these, or sorry, efficiency 5 on both the pickaxes. I'm going to hope it's not too bad needing to dig up the obsidian. I already know how wide the warehouse is within, but I'm going to need assistance going forward. All the way, all 62 blocks. So I guess I'll just grab the water. And we'll go from there. Grab. Hold on, I wonder, where were the saddles? I just saw the saddles. What was this just? There we go. If your processor doesn't like Arachnoid FX, which I'm going to assume is the Arachnoid clone you're working on, that means you have to optimize it. You're doing the easiest game development issue. The game's not optimized. Alright, let me grab an empty bucket. And we'll go from here. You know what I could have done if I wanted? I could use sand or gravel. But do I want to, though? How long would it take to place all that sand and gravel? I'll take my chances with obsidian for now, until I regret it. Please don't wipe away the torch. Nope, not far enough. Cool. Alright, well, back to work. See, that's not too long. Of course, it's not too long digging individual cobblestone. It's not the same as clearing out this entire thing. I want to start out first with this whole middle section. I want my 3-block wide pathway fixed up first. I also need to be on the lookout. I don't think there's anything around here, though. It's just a giant lava tube. Way here at level 20, this is totally a classic lava spring. Yeah, let me just get rid of all that real fast. But if I can get my middle 3 going all the way, I should be fine. Oop. Alright, well, let's keep moving forward. At some point, all this lava's gotta be gone. Whoop. In fact, here, hold on, I'll probably start here instead. Start from one side, work my way over instead of working middle over. This is one of those times where I think a porta beacon would be beneficial. I don't know if I'll ever take the time to invest in one, but as time passes, I see more and more opportunities where it would be useful to have one. Porta beacons take up a lot of space though. 4 whole inventory slots, because it takes about 2.5 stacks for the build of it, and then it takes another slot for the beacon itself. You could also do something a little more condensed and maybe have 2 porta beacons. That way the 2 beacons will share a lot of the same of the blocks. A porta beacon is a beacon you could plop down, and it's the full structure, the full 4 tiers, all in one go. I call it a porta beacon because a lot of people use those with haste, so that way when they're mining out big areas like this, they could just dig with haste plus their efficiency. I guess having it in a dedicated shulker box would not be as bad though. That way you're only taking up 1 slot instead of 4. I need to get used to shulker boxes, because they're not my default thought process. Even though they've been in the game for 9 years. I think closer to 8, but close enough. They've been in the game for a very long time now, relative to the age of the game as a whole. And based on what OBS says, we have about 6 minutes left of the day, or so. I wonder how many other lava pits we're gonna run into in front of us. Hopefully not many more, but who knows. We're already looking at the survival test terrain. Where's the water? Oh, there it is. That is not at all where I thought it was. It'd be cool if this was only 3 blocks deep, but I'm not all too sure. Who knows, I might decide to keep the obsidian in the floor. Because if I keep the obsidian in the floor, then I won't have to dig it up and replace it with stone later. I don't know how much having this giant obsidian patch in the middle of the warehouse will look, though. Let me move the water over. That way I know I'm not going to run out. It'd be a little sad if I reach the end of the water. Then what happens is I bloop into the lava. That would be a very sad time. So to prevent that from happening, I'll make sure that the water will cover all the lava, 100%. And ta-da, we're done. Hooray, now I can go back to counting. And then watch there be another lava pit not too far ahead. Alright, so 62 blocks. It's also nighttime. So 62 blocks, and where are we currently? 1. We're at 31 blocks. We're at halfway there. $42. 50, excuse me. $62, hooray! Alright, now I just have to finish clearing this all out. Man, seeing this darkness in the tunnel, this is almost like Beta 1.8's Void Fog. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Howdy, welcome to the stream. Sorry, but I have to pass up on the Pokemon roleplay you hope to achieve. I'm not a Pokemon enthusiast. Sorry to disappoint. Besides, we're currently looking at about 3.5 minutes left of the day. And I think I'll drop another torch. Don't want bad guys popping up down here. Although with how short the render distance is, I don't know what the width that they're capable of spawning. Just a joke? Oh. I've never seen anyone else say it before, nor have I witnessed it anywhere on public internet. I've chosen to never get into Pokemon for the reason of there's too much of it. Between games, animated series, and other related content, I thought to myself, if I start, there is no end to this. I don't like that. I like to have an end. And so I've chosen to never get involved because I know it's going to keep going. Alright, so let's think. Now, I think it's just start clearing out the sides. I might do it one layer at a time. Start from the front here, work my way forward. Howdy, Griffin. Welcome to the last 2.5 minutes of the day. The completionist part of me would have to get through it all, even how repetitive it would be. And so I think to myself, it wouldn't be interesting enough. I'll take the safe route and not start what I can't finish. If only I had the same logic with video game projects. I think I've said before, I've started between 10 to 15 video games or other related software stuff. And right now I only have 2 things released. I have a third very close to being done though, after years. Since the last game I released was 2021, I think. I think the Brewers came out in 2021. And so, almost 4 years, since I think it was the summer, almost 4 years of not releasing a game. It's about time I make another game. Of course, I will say I was focused on the book for a while, plus all these YouTube streams. Howdy, Henry, welcome back. Nope, that's not true, you've been here. I think you've only sent one message, though. So, my silly little triangle game is almost done. I have to work on all the music, though. I don't have to, but how many video games do you play that doesn't have any sort of music? Any sort of background music? And it's cool because I'm jumping all into meta sounds, Unreal 5's meta sound system. And so there's a lot of customizability for how you can play music and audio on demand. I should say during runtime is the proper term. I can't say I've ever heard of Warframe. That sounds like a mobile game, or a mobile game that's also on PC. Free to play, pay to win. Alright, I'm getting close to the obsidian, but at least once I reach the obsidian, I know that's where the lava is. It isn't? Is it a pay once game? Because if it's a free game, then that means you're paying it through other means. No games these days are truly free. My little triangle game isn't going to be free, but I will say it's going to be cheap since the amount of content it provides is not worth $60. I can almost guarantee I'm not making a $60 game. It's probably going to be 5 or 10. We'll see how much. I was hoping for a release by the end of March. We'll see, because UMP and upgrading the world to 1.13 ended up taking longer than it was supposed to. So after a few days of not working on it, I'm thinking, what's today? Tuesday, right? Thursday, I should get back to working on my little triangle. The rolling triangle. It's not what it's called, but it's what it's about. 2010 and it's free, and it's still receiving an update every 2 months. There's another game I know of, way back in 2009. It doesn't receive an update every 2 months though. Updates have really slowed down. Alright, let's go clean out our inventory. Oh, just kidding. If y'all have any final thoughts, say it now. This is a good stopping point since we filled up the inventory. We'll be back again tomorrow in pre-release 10, and I'm looking forward to pre-release 10 because it's an objectively better version of pre-release 9 from what I've experienced today. So yeah, say your final thoughts. Tomorrow's going to be a properly timed stream. At least it should be. So we should start at the intended time. And that is indeed all it. So yep, thank you all for watching. Bye.